Hello, I'm Will Fleming, and I'm here to sell you this great American classic. Catcher in the Rye, written by J.D. Salinger, is a book about a character named Holden Caulfield. It starts off with him talking about events that sent him to the rest home for therapy treatments. Holden is kicked out of his fancy boarding school, Pensy Prep, for failing all of his classes except for English. He then goes to a football game to say bye to some friends, then to his favorite teacher, Mr. Carter's house, to say bye to him as well, who then tells him he needs to be more disciplined and he's very disappointed in him. Holden then goes back to his dorm room, only to get beat up by his roommate, Stradlater, because Holden thought he was hanging out with one of his ex-girlfriends who Stradlater really wasn't, but Stradlater ended up beating him up for it. Holden gets mad and leaves the school early to go to New York City by train, where he runs into one of his fellow classmates' mothers. Once she explains to Holden that her son goes to the same school as he does, Holden realizes how much she hates him and makes up extravagant lies about how great of a student he is. Once he gets to New York City, he stays at the Ed Meyer Hotel. Holden then comes clean about himself not being able to get with any women. He then tries to hire a professional, a prostitute, named Sunny. Holden soon realizes he doesn't want to do this, and he tells Sunny he just wants to talk. Well, Sunny gets upset, and the next day she brings over her man to beat up Holden and get all her money. Holden then talks to his sister Phoebe. Phoebe asks him where he sees himself. Holden responds that he sees himself in a field of rye with many children, and he has to catch them from falling off the cliff. Holden then goes back home, and when his parents come back, he then calls up Mr. Antolini, a former English teacher of his, to go stay the night at his house. Holden wakes up, only to find Mr. Antolini stroking his head. He gets freaked out and goes home. As I am instructed not to tell you about the ending, I want to tell you that this is a great book and I recommend it to all of you. Please call 1-800-GET-BOOK for your 3 easy payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling.